Hello, everyone. What follows is going to be the list of books I read this July. Not very many books, but books of substance nonetheless. Poaching, Wildlife Trafficking, and Security in Africa. This gets into a lot of the reality behind the myth of wildlife trafficking, and certainly given the fact that we're in sort of post-pandemic era, wildlife is a vector for disease, so I expect there to be a lot more emphasis on, making sure there's more security on animals traversing into areas that could be where they could be considered invasive species. The pornography industry, what everyone needs to know. So, I expect this to be a very weird title and get some funny comments in the comments section. So, there's been a sort of push for those of us who study human trafficking to study pornography. I don't know why, other than for the fact that there's an influx of money into the cause. If you say you don't like pornography, there's definitely the right wing in the anti-trafficking movement that has a lot of money. Sex trafficking and human rights, the status of women and state responses. So this book gets into the concept of, should we have a victim-based approach or a criminal justice approach? Now, some people might ask, why not have both? To me, that's going to be a very simple answer. You can't, concentration on everything is concentration on nothing. Transnational organized crime, an overview from 6 continents. This is a pretty good piece, and this author, Jay Albanese, hope I pronounced that correctly. I know there's 2 authors here, but the one was mentioned in the book on poaching. That was the first book I read in July. Inside the Mind of a Serial Rapist, Dennis J. Stevens. Okay, so this book, and I think I did a solo video just exploring this book in True Crime Tuesday. What this book really gets into is, why do men rape? So there was a researcher, I assume they're a researcher, wrote a book called Against Our Will. It was written by a woman named Susan Brown Miller, who said that rape had no sex component, was all about power. This sounds like a high-minded academic concept, and surely enough, here we realize that it's not actually true. Most rapists are lust rapists. At least in this work, although there's only about 61 actual people surveyed, convicts. Soul on Ice. I bought this not knowing that this was a book about incarceration. So that's pretty interesting. Narcas. This is a book about the rise of women in Latin American cartels. Pretty interesting stuff. Women have often been overlooked, and sometimes that can be a good thing. Certainly, the book gets into how they get far lighter sentences and whatnot. So, pretty interesting read and pretty quick. Even if you're somebody who knows a lot about the drug trafficking cartels, you can get into them. A book that's not on here, but I swear I read this month, was In the Belly of the Beast, Letters from Prison. So that was a pretty interesting book itself. I don't know why I excluded it from the list, or maybe it was actually last month's read. But either way, July was pretty much the month of murder and mayhem for my summer reading list. Thank you.